Welcome back, my friend. It's always a joy to have you here with me again at It's Better Health, the place where we don't just grow older, we grow stronger. Now, let me ask you something that no one else dares to ask. What if I told you that your muscles didn't have to disappear with age? What if your legs, your arms, even your balance could be just as strong at 80 as they were at 40? Sounds impossible, right? But it's not. And I'm here to prove it. You see, there's a condition called sarcopenia, a quiet thief that steals muscle from over 50 million seniors every single year. It doesn't knock. It doesn't ask permission. It just slowly takes away your independence, one stare, one fall, one weakened step at a time. But today, I want to tell you the truth that most doctors forget to mention. There are seniors, real people just like you, who are still hiking mountains in their 80s, lifting weights in their 90s, and outrunning people half their age. And here's the secret no one's telling you. It's not genetics. It's not expensive treatments. It's not luck. It's a daily habit, actually 7 of them, that science now proves can reverse age-related muscle loss and restore the strength you thought was gone forever. So if you're ready, sit down here, take a deep breath, maybe sip a cup of tea. Because today, we're going to walk together through one of the most empowering lessons for your future. Your body is still listening. It's just waiting for you to take back the lead. And hey, before we dive in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any future health tips made just for you. And I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Drop your city in the comments below. Ready to begin? Let's talk about habit number 7, the most surprising one of all. Habit number 7, apply hormetic stress, the hidden power that builds stronger muscles in seniors. Let me ask you something bold. What if a little discomfort, just a few seconds a day, could literally wake up your muscles and tell them, it's time to grow stronger? This may sound counterintuitive, but it's the exact secret used by some of the strongest seniors alive today. And the science behind it has a name: hormesis. Hormesis is a powerful biological principle. It means that small, controlled amounts of stress, the kind that's just enough to challenge your body without overwhelming it, can trigger a wave of healing, regeneration, and strength-building responses. You've probably heard the saying, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Well, in this case, it's not just a saying. It's backed by real science. Researchers at the Buck Institute for Research on Aging discovered that when seniors are exposed to brief, mild stressors, like temperature changes or short fasting periods, their cells activate special survival pathways. These pathways protect the body, repair muscle tissue, and even help grow new mitochondria, those little powerhouses inside your muscles that give you energy. So how do these super seniors apply hormetic stress in their daily lives? They don't run marathons. They don't torture themselves. Instead, they use 3 gentle techniques that anyone over 60 can try, safely and gradually. First, cold exposure. No, you don't need to jump into an icy lake. Just try finishing your morning shower with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water. That quick chill triggers brown fat activation, boosts metabolism, and sends a signal to your muscle cells. Get strong. Stay resilient. Or, if cold isn't your thing, heat can work too. Regular sauna use has been shown in Finnish studies to reduce muscle loss by 40% over time. That's not magic. It's the power of heat shock proteins that protect and repair your muscle tissue. Second, intermittent fasting. We're not talking about starving yourself. We're talking about eating within a specific window of time, say, 8 to 10 hours a day. This simple habit stimulates autophagy, your body's natural process of cleaning out damaged cells and making room for newer, stronger ones. According to researchers at the Salk Institute, this alone can improve mitochondrial performance in your muscles by over 10% in just 12 weeks. Third, isometric contractions. Ever tried pushing your hands together as hard as you can for 10 seconds? That's an isometric exercise, a powerful, joint-friendly way to activate muscle growth. Many superagers use these movements, pushing against a wall, pulling on a fixed resistance band, or even lifting a light weight and holding it midair. It might feel simple, but science tells us that brief, high-effort contractions keep your muscles active, your coordination sharp, and your strength alive, without straining your joints or risking injury. But here's the catch. The stress must be short and controlled. This isn't about punishment. It's about balance. A gentle challenge followed by proper rest. By doing this, your body activates longevity genes like FOXO and sirtuins, genes specifically linked to muscle preservation, metabolic health, and slower aging. So what does all this mean for you? It means you can stop believing that muscle loss is your destiny. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. You just need to train your body to adapt, using nature's most ancient secret, gentle stress. Try it slowly. A 30-second cold rinse. An 8-hour eating window. A 10-second isometric push. Each one is a vote for your strength, your independence, your future. And here's the real gift. You're not just strengthening your muscles. You're rebuilding your confidence in yourself, in your body, and in the life you still have left to live. So, are you ready for habit number 6? Let's explore the next powerful step that makes all the difference: protein timing strategy. Habit number 6, the strategy of protein timing, because when you eat matters as much as what you eat. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered why, despite eating enough protein, your muscles still feel weaker with age? It turns out that the problem may not be how much protein you're eating, but when you're eating it. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein for muscle repair and growth. This natural process is called anabolic resistance, and it's one of the sneakiest culprits behind senior muscle loss. But here's the good news. Research shows that we can outsmart it with one powerful change. Instead of loading all your protein into a single large meal, often dinner, it's much more effective to spread your protein evenly across all meals of the day. Why? Because our muscles can only absorb and use a limited amount of protein at a time. And according to a groundbreaking study from the Journal of Nutrition, seniors who divided their protein intake into multiple meals throughout the day boosted their muscle protein synthesis by up to 25%. Let that sink in for a moment. The same amount of protein, used more efficiently, simply by changing when you eat. So how do strong, vibrant seniors, those we call superagers, put this into practice? They don't skip protein at breakfast. Instead of a quick piece of toast or sugary cereal, they start their day with Greek yogurt, scrambled eggs, or a protein smoothie. These provide a steady stream of amino acids to their muscles when they need it most, right after an overnight fast. Lunch might include lean meats, legumes, or quinoa, and dinner wraps things up with salmon, chicken, beans, or tofu. Their goal? To get 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at each meal. And the results? In a 12-week study at the University of Texas, seniors who followed this protein timing strategy gained an average of 1.2 pounds of lean muscle, without changing anything else about their lifestyle. That's powerful, because it shows that real transformation doesn't always require more food or more exercise. Sometimes, it just means getting smarter about the habits we already have. So, if you're serious about restoring strength and independence as you age, here's your small but mighty change. Restructure your meals to support muscle growth consistently throughout the day. Make protein a priority at every sitting, not just at dinner. And remember, building strength isn't just about lifting weights. It's also about lifting your nutrition game to a level that matches the needs of your changing body. If you're ready, let's move to the next daily habit that keeps seniors walking strong into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s, and it all starts with the sunshine vitamin. Habit number 5. Optimize vitamin D levels, the silent powerhouse for muscle strength. Let me start with a surprising truth. Over 80% of seniors are deficient in the one nutrient that could make the difference between walking strong and barely walking at all. We call it the sunshine vitamin, but in reality, vitamin D is far more than that. It's not just about bones or immune health. For seniors, it's one of the most critical keys to maintaining muscle mass, balance, and coordination, and yet, it's often ignored. According to Harvard University researchers, vitamin D activates a group of genes inside your cells that directly build and preserve muscle fibers. Without enough vitamin D, your muscles simply can't respond to protein or exercise the way they should. That means no strength gains, no stability, and a higher risk of dangerous falls. One landmark study published in JAMA Internal Medicine revealed that seniors with optimal vitamin D levels had 25% greater muscle strength than those who were deficient. Not only that, they also had faster reaction time, better coordination, and improved balance. Why does this matter so much? Because falls aren't just accidents. They're one of the leading causes of hospitalization and loss of independence in older adults, and vitamin D plays a central role in preventing them. But here's the problem. As we age, our skin becomes 50% less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. So even if you're spending time outdoors, your body may not be making enough. And if your diet doesn't include the right foods or supplements, the gap only widens. So what do smart, strong seniors, the super eggers, do? They take proactive control of their vitamin D levels. And you can, too. Step 1. Test, don't guess. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test to measure your current vitamin D levels. Aim for a level of 40 nanograms per milliliter or higher. That's where studies show the biggest benefits for muscle health and fall prevention. Step 2. Supplement smartly. While 600 IU per day is the official recommendation, most seniors need 2,000 to 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily to reach optimal levels, especially during winter months or if sun exposure is limited. Always take your vitamin D with a meal that includes healthy fats for better absorption. Pro tip: look for supplements that include vitamin K2. It helps direct calcium to your bones, not your arteries, working in synergy with vitamin D to protect both your muscles and your heart. Step 3. Embrace the sun safely. If possible, spend 15 to 20 minutes in direct midday sunlight several times per week. This can provide a natural boost to your vitamin D levels. Just be cautious, don't overdo it, and avoid sunburn. Step 4. Eat D-rich foods. Include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified dairy products. And for vegetarians, mushrooms exposed to sunlight are your best plant-based source. What happens when you get this right? You reclaim the power to move confidently, to step out of bed without pain, to walk up the stairs without fear, to keep your independence, your strength, and your freedom. Because vitamin D doesn't just support your muscles, it supports your life. So before we move to the next habit, ask yourself, have you checked your vitamin D levels lately? If not, this might be the most important small step you can take to stay strong, well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Habit number 4. Manage inflammation every day. Let me ask you something personal. Have you ever noticed how some days your joints feel stiffer than usual, your energy is drained, and even the simplest movements feel like a burden? That creeping discomfort isn't just aging. It's inflammation silently working against you. In the world of muscle loss, inflammation is a hidden villain. Scientists have coined a powerful term for it: inflammaging. It describes the low-grade, chronic inflammation that slowly chips away at your muscles, even if you're eating right and moving every day. And the worst part? You might not even realize it's happening until your legs are weaker, your balance is off, and your independence feels at risk. Researchers at Tufts University discovered something truly shocking. Seniors with the highest levels of inflammatory markers lost muscle mass 3 times faster than those with the lowest. It didn't matter how much protein they ate or how often they exercised. That silent inflammation was sabotaging their progress from the inside out. But here's the good news. You have the power to turn it around. Superagers, Those rare individuals in their 70s, 80s, even 90s with the strength and vitality of someone decades younger, all share one thing in common. They actively reduce inflammation daily. So how do they do it? First, they prioritize quality sleep. Consistent, restorative sleep reduces inflammatory cytokines by as much as 40%. Superagers go to bed at the same time every night and sleep in complete darkness. That small habit alone protects their muscles while they rest. Second, they take care of their gut. Your gut is your inflammation command center. When it's out of balance, when your microbiome is disrupted, your body starts to fight itself. Superagers eat more than 30 different plant-based foods per week, including fermented foods like kefir, yogurt, and sauerkraut. This variety of fiber and probiotics supports gut health, calms systemic inflammation, and enhances nutrient absorption, especially for muscle repair. Third, they know how to move smartly. While exercise is essential, too much intense training can spike inflammation. Superagers train at a moderate intensity most days, with short bursts of higher effort only once or twice a week. They move with purpose, not punishment. And finally, they nourish their bodies with anti-inflammatory nutrients. This includes omega-3 fatty acids, 2,3 g/day from fatty fish or supplements. Curcumin, found in turmeric. Polyphenol-rich foods like berries, olive oil, and green tea. All of these act like fire extinguishers for internal inflammation, cooling your body's chronic burn and giving your muscles space to grow and heal. Even a simple blood test, known as high-sensitivity C-reactive protein, HSCRP, can tell you where you stand. Most ordinary seniors have levels of 3 to 5 milligrams per liter. Superagers? They aim for below 1 milligrams per liter. The bottom line, if you don't manage inflammation, it will manage you. It's a silent thief, slowly eroding your strength until one day, standing up from a chair feels like climbing a hill. But when you take steps, literally and figuratively, to reduce it, you reclaim not just your muscle, but your freedom. So ask yourself, are you sleeping enough? Are you feeding your gut? Are you moving with intention? Start with one of these changes today, and you'll begin to feel the difference, one pain-free step at a time. Habit number 3. Take a specific vitamin daily, the micronutrient multiplier for muscle strength. Let's be honest, most people think of muscle strength and immediately picture protein shakes and dumbbells. But ask any leading researcher studying aging and longevity, and they'll tell you this. Muscle health is just as much about micronutrients as it is about macronutrients. And among the most overlooked weapons in the fight against muscle decline, a powerful set of vitamins and minerals that act like behind-the-scenes engineers, quietly supporting your body's ability to build, repair, and preserve muscle tissue. Let's start with the one that experts from the University of Vermont call the forgotten electrolyte for muscle health, magnesium. This mineral is essential for more than 300 enzymatic processes in the body, many of which directly influence muscle contraction, energy metabolism, and protein synthesis. Unfortunately, over 70% of older adults are deficient, and the consequences are severe: slower reaction times, muscle cramps, reduced endurance, and even a 30% decrease in grip strength, according to a 2021 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Superagers, those seniors who maintain youthful strength, are almost always found to have optimal magnesium levels. They ensure this not just through supplements, typically in bioavailable forms like magnesium glycinate or threonate, but by eating leafy greens, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and yes, even dark chocolate. Next on the list is creatine, a nutrient long misunderstood as something only bodybuilders use. But don't let the gym bro stereotype fool you. According to a groundbreaking study from McMaster University, older adults who supplemented with just 3 to 5 grams of creatine per day experienced significantly higher gains in strength, lean muscle mass, and even cognitive function compared to those who didn't. Creatine helps replenish ADP, the energy currency your muscles need to contract effectively. It also supports cellular hydration, keeping your muscle fibers resilient and less prone to wasting. Now let's talk about vitamin B12, specifically the active methylated form known as methylcobalamin. As we age, our stomachs produce less acid, which drastically reduces our ability to absorb B12 from food. To make matters worse, medications like proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux or metformin for diabetes can further strip your body of this essential vitamin. B12 plays a pivotal role in nerve signaling and red blood cell formation, both critical for keeping your muscles oxygenated and responsive. Supereggers don't settle for the cheap cyanocobalamin found in many multivitamins. Instead, they choose methylcobalamin, which is more bioavailable and active at the cellular level. But we're not done yet. Zinc, selenium, and chromium, three trace minerals often forgotten in daily nutrition, play a crucial role in regulating insulin sensitivity and facilitating protein synthesis. A 5-year longitudinal study from Tufts University showed that seniors with optimal levels of these micronutrients were able to maintain 22% more muscle mass compared to those who were deficient. Now here's the kicker. Taking a generic multivitamin isn't always the answer. Supereggers use micronutrient testing to identify their personal deficiencies and supplement only what's needed, customized to their biochemistry. Why waste money on nutrients you don't need when you could be targeting the exact ones your body is lacking? If you're serious about restoring or preserving your muscle strength, then don't underestimate the power of these small nutrients. Because without them, even the best diet and the most rigorous exercise plan will only take you so far. With them, you multiply the effects of every healthy habit you build. Habit number 2. Preserve your neuromuscular connections. Here's a fact most people have never heard. Muscle loss and aging isn't just about shrinking fibers. It's about lost communication. By the time we're in our 60s or 70s, it's not just our muscles that begin to weaken. It's the very connection between our brain and those muscles that starts to deteriorate. That connection is called the neuromuscular junction, and it's essentially the electrical outlet where your nervous system plugs into your muscles. If the outlet fails, the signal doesn't get through. And no amount of protein or resistance training will help if your brain can't communicate effectively with your body. Now here's where it gets hopeful. Research from the University of Michigan shows that seniors with exceptional strength well into their 80s consistently have stronger, healthier neuromuscular connections. They're not just lifting weights. They're doing specific things to preserve and strengthen the brain-to-muscle link. These aren't extreme methods. They're subtle, consistent, and shockingly effective. So what do they do differently? Number 1. They train their brain and body together. One of the most impactful ways to keep neuromuscular junctions intact is by engaging in activities that require both coordination and precision. We're talking about dancing, tai chi, table tennis, or even a few rounds of tennis. Why? Because these activities demand rhythm, pattern recognition, and quick adjustments, all of which train your nervous system to fire with accuracy. A 2020 study found that seniors who participated in coordination-focused exercises twice a week preserved their neuromuscular connections 31% better than those who only did traditional strength training. Number 2. They nourish the neuromuscular system from within. Chemical support is just as important as physical training. Certain nutrients have been shown to support and even regenerate neuromuscular function. Alpha-lipoic acid and acetyl-L-carnitine are two of the most researched supplements in this area. They help shield the nerve endings at the junction from oxidative stress. But it doesn't stop there. Some natural compounds, like huperzine A from Chinese club moss and benfotiamine, a bioavailable form of vitamin B1, have been shown to enhance the production of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter responsible for activating muscles. Without enough of it, your muscles can't respond effectively, no matter how hard your brain tries. Number 3. They breathe with intention. Yes, breathing can strengthen your muscles, if done correctly. Simple vagus nerve stimulation techniques, like box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4, have been shown to improve vagal tone. That, in turn, enhances neuromuscular signaling. It takes just 5 minutes a day, yet it can increase muscle activation by up to 15%. Imagine doing more just by breathing better. Number 4. They keep their minds sharp. Columbia University found that brain training exercises, things like crossword puzzles, memory games, or learning a new language, don't just help your mind. They help your muscles. That's because the same neural circuits that power your thinking also support your movement. Seniors who regularly stimulated their minds had significantly stronger neuromuscular coordination, which translated into better balance, faster reactions, and fewer falls. The big takeaway? You can't just train the body in isolation. If you want to stay strong and independent, you must protect the system that controls the body, your nervous system. And that means using your muscles in new ways, fueling your nerves with the right nutrients, breathing with purpose, and never letting your mind go idle. The best part? Every single one of these habits is accessible, safe, and can be integrated into your daily routine starting today. Habit number 1. Resistance exercise that builds over time. If there's one thing you take away from this entire guide, let it be this. The single most powerful anti-aging tool for your muscles is progressive resistance training. Not walking, not stretching, not even cardio. While all forms of movement have value, none have been studied and proven to reverse age-related muscle loss the way strength training has. Researchers at Tufts University have even gone so far as to call it the most effective medicine we've ever found to combat frailty in seniors. Here's the truth no one tells you. Your muscles live by one rule: use it or lose it. But here's the catch. Using them isn't enough. You have to keep challenging them. Just lifting the same light weights every week, going for daily walks, or doing chair aerobics won't stop muscle atrophy after 60. In fact, studies show that unless you're increasing the intensity over time, your muscles will continue to shrink, just at a slower pace. So what do superagers, people in their 70s and 80s with the strength of someone half their age, do differently? Number 1. They train to the point of challenge. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is playing it too safe. They avoid lifting heavier weights out of fear. But ironically, it's not lifting enough that causes weakness, falls, and dependency. According to a landmark study from McMaster University, seniors who trained with high intensity, lifting weights until they could no longer complete another repetition with good form, gained significantly more strength and muscle than those who trained at a moderate level for twice as long. This is called transient muscle failure, and it's the signal your body uses to initiate new muscle growth. You don't need to train for hours, just train with effort. Number 2. They focus on full body, compound movements. Instead of isolating muscles with small exercises like bicep curls or leg extensions, superagers rely on compound exercises that use multiple muscle groups at once. These include adapted versions of squats, deadlifts, rows, and presses, adjusted for safety and mobility. Why? Because these movements mimic real life: standing, lifting, climbing, pulling. They trigger a stronger hormonal response and lead to better balance, coordination, and overall strength. And yes, you can do these safely at any age with proper guidance. Number 3. They follow a plan of progressive overload. This is the real secret. Progressive overload means gradually increasing the difficulty of your workouts, adding weight, reps, sets, or time under tension each week. Without this, your muscles adapt, plateau, and eventually decline. Superagers track their progress. They aim to lift a little more, push a little further, or hold a bit longer every session. Over time, these small improvements add up to huge gains in strength and independence. Number 4. They train the lowering phase. Here's a technique that works wonders for older adults: eccentric training. That means focusing on the lowering part of an exercise. For example, slowly lowering a weight during a bicep curl or squat. Eccentric movement puts less strain on the joints, but more controlled stress on the muscles, which encourages growth. It's safer, highly effective, and perfect for aging bodies. Number 5. They start smart and stay consistent. Don't worry, you don't need to become a bodybuilder. 2 sessions per week, 30 minutes each, using proper form and moderate weights, are enough to transform your body, improve cognitive health, stabilize blood sugar, and even increase bone density. A 12-week study from the University of Alabama showed that seniors who followed a progressive resistance program increased strength by 35% and added over 3 pounds of lean muscle. They also improved memory, balance, and joint function. The real danger? Avoiding strength training. The number one mistake most seniors make is assuming strength training is risky, when in fact, avoiding it is far more dangerous. Without it, muscles waste away, joints become unstable, and the risk of fall skyrockets. But with it, you stay strong, upright, independent, and vibrant. So start small, get expert guidance, and focus on progress, not perfection. Every rep you do is a signal to your body that you're choosing strength over fragility, that you're not just aging, you're building. Conclusion: take back your strength one habit at a time. By now, you've seen the truth. Muscle loss, frailty, and dependence are not inevitable with age. They are not your destiny. And the most inspiring part? You don't need a miracle pill or a genetic gift. Just 7 small, research-backed habits, applied consistently, can radically restore your strength, stability, and independence. Superagers aren't superhuman. They're simply intentional. They nourish their muscles with the right nutrients, challenge their bodies just enough to grow stronger, and protect themselves from silent threats like inflammation, vitamin deficiencies, and poor neuromuscular connections. And they do it not to look younger, but to live fully, deeply, and with freedom. So what about you? Maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you've been feeling weaker lately. Maybe your doctor hasn't told you the full story. But today you know. And knowing is the beginning of reclaiming control over how you age. Whether you begin with resistance training, a new breakfast protein habit, or a simple walk in the sun, start now. Not tomorrow, not next year. Because every day you wait is a day your body adapts to less movement, less strength, and less life. Instead, give your body the signal that you're not done yet, that you're choosing to thrive, that you still have energy to give, people to love, and moments to enjoy on your own 2 feet. So here's your challenge. Choose one habit today. Tell us in the comments which one resonated most. Then come back next week and choose one more. You don't have to do it all at once, but you do have to begin. Because strong legs, steady balance, and lifelong independence aren't just possible after 60, they're within reach. If this video helped you, leave a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0 and tell us what we can do better. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel It's Better Health for more practical, life-changing insights like this. Let's age wisely. Let's age powerfully. And above all, let's age together. One strong step at a time.